Inside edge. There it is. They're getting back for two. England have won. What a victory in the dark. Nasser Hussain can't believe it. Look at that. Look at that balcony. Graham Thorpe has played a tremendous knock for his country today.
What a marvellous moment that was. One of the best ever, perhaps, for English cricket. Hello, I'm Ralph Della, and welcome to this special look back at England's historic Test Series victory in Pakistan. Did you know that Pakistan had never been beaten in a Test match in Karachi, and that England hadn't won in Pakistan since 1961? Terrific stuff from Nasser Hussain and his team, and on the back of a splendid summer against the West Indies. Your commentators for the series are Simon Hughes and Dermot Reeve, but first, this.
Well struck. That's Trescothick at his best. Quick onto anything short. He's used to playing on fast, bouncy pitches down in Taunton. And this slow pitch in Pakistan, well, it won't test them if they bowl short.
Yeah, you're right there. I mean, you just don't want to bowl too short at all. That was a successive boundaries to Trescothick. And really banged in far too short by Razak.
Mushtaq Ahmed into the attack. Big sweep from Trescothick, and he's found the gap. He does favour the sweep shot against spinners. It's his positive option that he takes, and it's worked well, and it's brought up the England 50.
Oh, another full toss from Saqlain. Just trying to bowl a little bit slower, and put away beautifully by Atherton. A rare boundary for him. It's a very slow outfield, but that really did ask to be hit. And Mike Atherton now has sneaked up into 6th place in the all-time run-scoring list for England, nudging ahead of Len Hutton. 29 for no wicket after 35. And that brings up the England 100. Neatly chopped away by Michael Atherton. What a fine opening partnership that is, 101. And that really is what the doctor and Nasser Hussain ordered.
Once again the sweep, and once again falling safely. Picking his spot at the moment, Marcus Trescothick.
And he's obviously decided that this is going to be the way he's going to play the leg spin of Mushtaq. And so far, he's done it very effectively. Well, this is potentially the danger period for England. Covering the ball in his hands as he approaches the batsman, and it did swing quite a bit, that one. So yeah, I think your suspicions are correct, Dermot.
Yeah, this delivery is definitely ducked in late at Marcus Trescothick. It starts outside off, and there, oops back in. It's well played. You've got to make sure, as a batsman, you keep your toes out of the way.
That's nicely played by Atherton. That's a rare half volley outside the off stump from Saqlain, and he's dispatched it very well. It's such a slow outfield, though, or maybe he's using not a very good bat, but it's 3 to his name anyway.
Getting right on top of the cover drive. Not too much to shout about at the moment, Pakistan. Just the single. All the running between the wickets, all the 2s and 3s taking their toll on the batsman, but it's enough for Mike Atherton to register a very effective 50. He's taken 121 balls, just the one boundary.
Now he's got underneath this one, and it looks like it could be a catch. It is. So Trescothick has perished to the shot that has also brought him a number of runs. It's a fine innings by him, but it's a rather ignominious end.
Well, it's just what we were talking about, hitting against the spin, the top edge. It was comfortably pouched in the end. Trescothick's got to go. He'll be bitterly disappointed. He was playing well, looking in control.
And in comes Graham Thorpe at number 3 instead of Nasser Hussain. Maybe Hussain's having a break from having the pads on, but it also keeps the left-hand, right-hand combination going for England. And that's a good shot from Michael Atherton. Typical Atherton shot, square drive, a little bit too wide from Afridi and full, and that's well played. 4 runs. Not very often you see that today.
No, it's only just got there, but it has brought up Michael Atherton's 7,000th run in Test cricket. Some achievement. Oh, big spin. Big spin from Sack Lane. Not easy to play deliveries like this.
A lot of revolution on the ball he's getting now. That pitched round about just outside leg, so Thorpe had to play it, and he was lucky he didn't nick it.
It was a bit good for the keeper in the end. Short and wide. Oh, misfield. Well, it's definitely not their strength, Pakistan. They're poor in the field. They have been for years. Big appeal. Mushtaq Ahmed doing his victory dance. He can't believe it. He actually followed through towards the wicketkeeper, didn't even look behind at the umpire.
Let's see if Atherton looks behind at the wicketkeeper as he possibly nicks that one. Well, he does. He has a little look behind. That's sometimes a telltale sign, but no obvious deviation there, so got to give the batsman the benefit of the doubt.
It's a chance. Just when we were talking about the Pakistani fielding not being their strongest suit, they put down a chance at slip.
And it's Kaiser Abbas, the 18-year-old at first slip, who puts it down. That's quite unusual to see a teenager there in his first test, and Sack Lane Mushtaq probably wishes it was someone a bit more experienced.
Short and wide, and another misfield. Well, Moin Khan, the captain, must be pulling his hair out, as must be the bowlers. Well, he's having a scratch of his head, Mushtaq. It's out. He's gone. Another sweep shot. Celebrations from the Pakistani contingent. Atherton's got to go. That's 2 England batsmen falling in the 70s and 2 to the sweep shot. He's got him. Yes, up goes the finger. Darrell Hare has no hesitation. It was the quicker ball from Sack Lane, and it caught Alex Stewart on the crease. He should have been forward. It was a full length. He's got to go. A shake of the head.
Very well bowled by Sack Lane. He does vary his pace so cleverly and so deceptively. It deceived Stewart. He's gone back. He's trapped on the crease, really hardly out of the popping crease there. That's an easy decision for Darrell Hare. Stewart goes for 3. In comes Nasser Hussain now at number 5. A little bit lower in the order than he would have expected. 177 for 3. Quite a good position to be in at.
Top shot. Very good footwork from Nasser Hussain, just short of the boundary rope. He's very quick on his feet. Well, he's perished. He's chipped it to cover. Wasim Akram takes the catch. The England captain trying it once too often. He had success against Sack Lane, hitting him over the top. He tried it again. He's lobbed it to cover.
That's a rather ugly end for the England captain. I could see what he was trying to do, trying to push him down the ground again, but that was the top spinner, deceived by Sack Lane, and Nasser won't want to look at that dismissal again.
That's got to be close. It's out. Darrell Hare raises the finger. Sack Lane Mushtaq has his 5th wicket. He's taken all 5, and Graham Hick is on his way back to the pavilion. This one turned back sharply.
And he's had a lot of trouble, really, throughout his little innings, Graham Hick, in reading the spin of Sack Lane. I think he thought this was the straight-on delivery. It wasn't. It was the sharp off-break. He was trapped on the back foot, and really, that was fairly plumb.
That's huge. Great footwork again from Craig White. That's gone miles, way over long off. Well, he's got a good bat in his hands, that's for sure, and he's got some talent.
Yourself.
Solid shot. Well, too solid, certainly for the bowler. He should have stopped that, really, Qazi Abbas. Now, will it make the boundary? No. Again, more running for England and a bit more running for the Pakistani fielders as well. They really haven't fielded very well in the last few minutes.
And that partnership now, 125, is the record 6-wicket stand for England in Pakistan, beating the previous in Lahore.
Only 1-4 still by Graham Thorpe in that 97.
Come on.
And that could be the 100. Now, are they going to be able to get back for 3? I think they are. That's going to bring up Graham Thorpe's 100. Delight, elation all round from Graham Thorpe, pointing to the dressing room. That really is a fantastic innings by Graham Thorpe, coming in at number 3, and he's really anchored England's first innings score here. That's a terrific knock.
That's big. No one out at deep mid-wicket, and it wouldn't matter anyway. It's gone way over the rope. Darrell Hair raises the arms. Craig White is playing some innings here, and this is against Sack Lane.
Really, Craig White's played out of his skin today. I don't know what he's been taking, but I wouldn't mind some of it. Sack Lane might be asking for a few different fielders. I think he needs a few more.
Strong pull shot, no one out at deep square leg, 4 more, and that's not what you want as a captain. You bring back your seamer, your spinners have been keeping it tight or trying to, and you decide to bowl a bouncer.
That is the first boundary Thorpe's hit today. 152 partnership, and Craig White's made 80 of those.
Well, this should be caught, a top edge, and Sack Lane has finally hung on to one.
It's a little bit of a tired stroke from Thorpe in the end. I think you can forgive him that. He's been out there an awful long time. He's really anchored England's innings. That's a model of concentration in his 118.
It's over the top. Good footwork again from Anwar. There's a man out at long on. He's picked his spot. Clever batting. He really is timing it well on this pitch. Graham Hick introduced into the attack. Last over before tea. They're asking the question, and the finger's gone up. Darrell Hair has given out Syed Anwar. Inspirational bowling change by Nasser Hussain, and Graham Hick's done the job.
It's a very interesting decision by Darrell Hair too, because a lot of umpires would have given this not out, saying the batsman was kind of playing a shot, but Hair does tend to give those out.
That's enormous. Absolutely enormous. Straight over long off from Afridi. Uncomplicated batting.
Beautifully played by Inzamam. Too much width from Salisbury. Just hasn't really found the right length this morning.
It's brought up the Pakistan 150 for the loss of 2 wickets. Bowled him! Giles has struck a great delivery. Not sure if it didn't catch Inzamam on the pad. If it didn't, it's turned enormously from outside leg and come back and hit off.
It's a fine innings from Inzamam, 63, very fluent. Well, now, this had a chance. No, it's wide of Gough, and maybe that's gone all the... It has, it's gone all the way. That's a tremendous shot from Johanna, because it was a good bouncer from Craig White, and it's brought up the batsman's 50. That's a very good, obdurate innings from Johanna.
Oh, that's a beamer. It's gone all the way to the boundary. The signal is 4 byes from Darrell Hare. Lovely shot. Beautiful shot. It's taken him a while today to find his timing, Johanna. He just leant on that, stroked it through the covers. Good shot. Used the pace of Giles, the quicker one, up at 60 mph. Bit too much room, but a very risky cut shot.
That's a fine shot from Johanna. Beautifully timed, place, using his feet cleverly. Good shot.
Beautiful shot. Wonderful timing. Looked like he just toppled over a little bit at the crease. This partnership now worth 104.
They're asking, and I think they've got it. Last, Ashley Giles breaks this obdurate partnership for the 9th wicket. It's Johanna who's gone. Little outside edge. That was a fine delivery from Ashley Giles.
Johanna's gone. Tremendous innings. Match-saving innings, if you like, comes to an end. He's gone for 124.
Between them, Yusuf Johanna and Inzamam ul Haq scored almost half Pakistan's runs, and any hope of an England victory quickly fizzled out. England reached 77 for 4 by the close. There were some jitters against the spin, but all in all, the performance left skipper Nasser Hussain pretty pleased.
It's our first Test match for about 13 years, so in this part of the world, so we're, everyone's eyes were on us to see how we'd play the spin and the reverse swing and things like that. And we're fully confident now. We've taken some huge strides in this Test match, but we've got to remember we won that first one-day international, and then the wheels came off after that. So we'll keep our feet on the ground and keep working.
Nasser Hussain then already very confident. The second Test took us to Faisalabad, and again Pakistan chose to prepare a pitch, especially for their spinners. And the crowds flocked in to see England's first appearance in Faisalabad since the notorious Shakil Rana-Mike Gatting confrontation of 1987.
We're appealing for LBW. I think it's still a touch high. Once again, Afridi ducking into a short ball from Darren Gough, but definitely not short enough to duck.
Yeah, he's getting in a little bit of trouble with this bowling from Gough. It's hostile, it's very well directed, and it's inflicting a few bruises.
It's a good reply. Similar delivery, that's the way to play it. Don't duck and take your eye off it. Afridi known for his aggression.
It's almost a tennis sort of shot in a way, a flat bat topspin pass, and it's certainly the way to answer the bouncer. But Darren Gough certainly got him going now, Shahid Afridi.
He's gone, caught at third slip. Darren Gough celebrates. Graham Thorpe, the catcher. It went quickly, and that's good bowling from Gough. He's worked Afridi over and got his reward.
Well, you're absolutely right there, and I said he'd got him going, and he's now gone. And that was superb bowling by Darren Gough, probing away outside off stump, and really Afridi didn't look convincing in that innings of 10. That's too wide from Craig White. That's a superb shot by Syed Anwar. You don't give this man any width, and he's definitely demonstrated that this morning.
Should be caught. And it is comfortable for Graham Thorpe, his second catch of the morning. Ashley Giles has struck.
And that's an irresponsible shot. He's thrown his wicket away just before lunch. Really should have been going into lunch 50-odd not out. He'll have to face the wrath of his captain now.
Yeah! He's got him. He's played on. A good delivery from Ashley Giles. It's been played into the ground by Inzamam, but then it's spun back. The crowd can't believe it. Inzaman's gone for naught, second ball.
That's past mid-on, a thickish edge, but will Darren Gough have to give that up? I think he probably will. It is a quicker outfield here than Lahore. And Elahi looking reasonably good at the moment. The pitch just showing a little bit of signs of wear. That's the area that the spinners might be aiming into later, the rough outside the leg stump of the right-handers. That's been created by the quick bowlers.
Streaky, well bowled by Caddick. There's a good line and length. It's brought up another boundary, though.
Well, they're asking the question there. That's quite a good appeal, actually. The batsman playing across the line. Umpire Mian Aslam not interested, though.
The thing to look for is, did the ball turn? It did. It pitched, it straightened. If that's gone straight through onto the pad and not glove, it's a good shout.
Well, that's a strange shot. He's gone, I think. Yeah, Atherton's held on to it. That's a terrible shot by Salam Ilahi. I don't know what he was doing. He must have thought he was in a one-day international there. But Ashley Giles has got his third wicket.
Well, for some reason, he's decided to give himself room, and in the end, he's had to reach for it and got a top edge to Atherton. Look where he stood here. Way outside leg stump. Gone for the cut shot. You don't see that much in Test cricket, but he's got to go for 41. Pakistan 130 for 4.
Good shot. Beautifully timed and placed by Yusuf Yohana. You really don't bowl anywhere around middle or leg stump to him on this pitch.
Well, Hussain has brought mid on a bit straighter. Put the catcher in at short mid-wicket.
That's a good shot by Abdur Razak. The short gully wouldn't have enjoyed that very much. It just missed his shins. It's another boundary. It's a typical Pakistani sort of shot. A back cut, a little bit too slow from Giles, giving the batsman a bit of time.
Ian Salisbury into the attack in the 42nd over. And that's too short and too slow as well from Salisbury. It's important he gets the right pace to bowl on this pitch.
And the right length as well.
Well bowled through the gate. Razak aiming through extra cover. No contact with the ball. Contact with the stump, though. Joy for Craig White.
That came in quite a bit late from Craig White. Just clipped the top of the stumps. It was a magnificent delivery. And again, Craig White gets Abdur Razak's wicket. He's a little bit loose in defence and in attack. And he's paid the price there for really poor technique.
Fine leg won't get round. This is a quick outfield. Ashley Giles, the fielder. Darren Gough, the quickest of the England bowlers. And when it's a little edge, it flies off. Gone like a bullet. Craig White searching for that reverse swing. Moeen Khan equal to the task. Buckner signals 4. We've seen that a lot today, and that's brought up the 50 partnership.
That's a rare gift from Craig White. He's been definitely the pick of the seamers for England, but he can't separate these two.
Boy, oh boy, what a shot. It's gone all the way. Up goes the arms from Steve Buckner. Might have been the slower ball from Craig White. No, I don't think it was. And Moeen Khan has just picked it up and hoisted it over mid-on.
Well, that was asking to be hit from Salisbury, I'm afraid. Much too short, and really help yourself for Yohana, and he did.
That might go all the way. Over the ropes, and that's brought up a splendid 50 for the Pakistan captain, Moeen Khan. Congratulations from Yusuf Yohana. And what a way to bring it up.
It's a short-arm jab, straight over the boundary, and typical of Moeen Khan's innings. Very effective, unorthodox style, but just what the team needed.
It's in the air, there's a man back. Johanna's fallen for the trap. Picked out the fielder. He'll be bitterly disappointed.
At last, England have made the breakthrough. It's taken them an hour, and in a way you could say it was another gimme wicket from Pakistan, but Johanna's been out there for a long time for his 77.
Well caught, well bowled. Moeen Khan's gone. Pick of the bowlers yesterday, Ashley Giles for England, and he's got this one to bite.
Just luring him into that little glide shot, but a very good innings from Moeen Khan. 65 really pulled his side out of trouble.
.408 Test wickets to Wasim Akram. That's some record. He's bowling at the vastly experienced Michael Atherton. This really is going to be some battle. It's gone very fine. Atherton off the mark with a boundary.
Oh, that's hurt. That's hit him in a nasty area. I think probably just near the heart or around the rib area. That's hostile bowling from Wasim Akram. Trescothick didn't really play it too well. He's decided to try and duck the bouncer, and it's a skiddy sort of pitch. It's better off trying to play the bouncer and stand up and play it like Atherton.
Well, Trescothick normally will hook or pull if he picks the ball up early. Another very good crowd in here, even though it's the holy festival of Ramadan.
Oh, he's ducked into another one. That was nasty. That could have been a really awkward injury for Trescothick. That was a good bouncer from Razak. He's had trouble locating the right area, but that one was a goodie.
Trescothick getting into problems that Afridi got into when he faced Darren Gough. It could be that the background isn't too good here in Faisalabad.
That's a better shot from Trescothick. That's a much better response to the bouncer. It's much better to try and play it on this pitch where the bounce isn't particularly high than to try and duck it.
Well, this is Trescothick's strength. Much better off getting yourself 4 runs than a blow to the helmet or the rib cage.
Never mind,
Well, that was short. Never mind is the call from Moeen Khan, and that's because it's gone for 6. He doesn't want his young bowler to get upset. Well bowled. Clever bowling. Canaria's got his first wicket in Test cricket. It was the googly. Trescothick didn't pick it. I think he might have just fancied Canaria a bit too much.
I think he committed himself a little bit early as well, and it was the googly. Down the wicket goes Trescothick. His weight's forward. He can't get back. And look at Canaria thanking his God that he's been delivered his first Test wicket. Maybe the first of many. Trescothick just looks back in dismay there. He knows he's been fooled. He's gone for 30.
Good shot, very good shot from Hussain. Over pitch from Canaria. I think it might have been the googly. It still went through the covers. England batting themselves into a good position.
Well, he's taken it. Johanna is asking, and Buckler's given it. So the resistance from Atherton is finally broken by Saqlain Mushtaq. A judge caught at silly point, back pad.
Well, it was a great bit of captaincy. Moeen Khan had just moved Johanna straighter, and it was a very good catch in the end. I think it was pad first. Yes, pad, then maybe a little bit of glove or bat. It was a very good catch by Yusuf Johanna. Atherton's got to go for 32. England 105 for 2.
Oh, it's a leg break. A big appeal there, and I'm afraid Buckler's given it the finger. Hussain can't believe it. I wonder there, that's whether he got a bit of a raw deal. I think he might have got a bit of bat on that.
Well, he's definitely looked at his bat. Unhappy with the decision. The replay will show us. Well, he was right in front of his stumps, but I think there was bat first.
Buckner gives it the little nod before the finger goes up.
Of course, the umpire doesn't have the benefit of this replay, but that's going to show us that it almost came off the middle of the bat. That's another very unjust decision to Nasser Hussain, and I think he knows it.
Just have a look at this, the change of the expression on the face. Total disbelief.
That's a friendly delivery from Canaria, and it's dispatched very well by Graham Thorpe.
Dispatched it was. There's 3 close catches round the bat, so plenty of room out on the boundary. Just the one man at deep backwards square to avoid.
Well, that's well placed by Salisbury. Probably should have been fielded by that short fine leg man, and it's run away for 4. So a boundary to each of the England batsmen. It's important that Pakistan try and get the night watchman out quickly.
Evidence here of how quick the outfield is. No more than just a little tickle round the corner by Salisbury.
That's a good shot from Ian Salisbury. Saqlain just hasn't quite found his line and length today yet. And that was really an authentic stroke.
It was an excellent cricket stroke by Salisbury. It was a half volley. He got a good stride in, kept his head down. Not the worst player in the world.
That's a fine shot from Graham Thorpe, accepting the challenge of one outside the off stump and going to 50, and that's a beautiful way to bring up your 50. It's been a great vigil from Graham Thorpe, out there for over 3 hours. A fine innings for his side.
Fingers up, Salisbury's got to go. Ashad Khan has struck, he's bowled well. Salisbury does get a good stride in, but occasionally that means you just play a bit too low. This has come off, I think, the glove.
Just flicking the glove there, and a good sharp catch by the silly point, Yusuf Yohana. Fine innings from Ian Salisbury, very good effort.
Interesting vantage point.
That's more like it from Alex Stewart. That's the kind of shot he likes. Cleverly found the gap there between the cover and extra cover fielders. A little bit of freedom to play his favourite cut stroke.
Wasn't all that short. Got well on top of it.
Well, he's miscued that. Now that's a chance, and it's accepted by Abdur Razak. Stewart just couldn't restrain himself, and I'm afraid he's paid the price.
Well, they've been in for a long time. He never looked comfortable against the spinners. Went for the slog sweep. Top edge, well taken. Abdur Razak, the fielder at mid-on. Stewart's got to go for 13. Unlucky for him. England 235 for 5. Very close. The nod. In fact, the double nod from Steve Buckner. That's always followed by the finger. Graham Thorpe's got to go. It's been a fine innings again for his country. The Surrey left-hander finding some good form out here in Pakistan. But Wasim Akram and the new ball has made the breakthrough.
Well, finally, they found a way through that defence of Graham Thorpe. That's a fine delivery from Akram. But that's been a really resourceful, patient innings from Graham Thorpe. Almost 6 hours at the crease.
There's a man out there, the shout to catch it, and he's done just that. A very good catch indeed by Yusuf Yohana. The trap was set, and, well, I can't believe Graham Hick's fallen for it. He never looked like he was trying to keep it down.
It's a brainless shot, really, from Hick. He knows the man's out there. He knows Thorpe's just gone the ball before. He almost fell over as he played the shot as well. And that's a sorry end for Graham Hick. 274 for 7.
That's very well bowled, and it might have carried. Afridi's thrown it up. He doesn't seem to have any doubt. Ashley Giles is staying put, though. It was a good delivery. Bounced on Giles.
Well, this new ball has really done the trick for the Pakistanis. That's a fine catch. It looks perfectly legitimate from Shahid Afridi. Good bit of pace from Abdur Razak, and Giles is on his way for naught. So the innings just starting to fold now. He's gone for the hook, and he's middled it. That's a tremendous shot by Craig White, clearing long leg. It was a good bouncer from Razak and going all the way. Fantastic shot.
That's big. Craig White has given that everything. It's flown over long off, well up into the stand. A huge six from Craig White off Canaria's first ball. This could be out. He's gone for the hook. Good catch. Ashley Giles coming in at deep fine leg. Afridi's gone. England have the breakthrough.
That's a wild stroke from Afridi so early on. It's good bowling from Gough. He set the trap, and I'm afraid Afridi fell into it. Good catch from Giles, but Afridi really not playing the kind of innings that Pakistan need. He's gone for 10. Beautifully played by Salam Ilahi. Very strong off his pads, as are all the Pakistani players. That's gone to the boundary. That's his first Test 50. So a landmark for Salam Ilahi, and he's responded very well to the job of coming in to open for Pakistan in the absence of Saeed Anwar. He's played exactly the kind of knock his team required.
Shouts to catch it. He's gone for that sweep. The fingers up. Good tumbling work from Alex Stewart behind the stumps. This must have come off his glove.
Very good reflex work by Alex Stewart, very agile, but that's exactly what we were saying. That is a dangerous shot to play the sweep into the rough outside the leg stump, and it just clipped his glove on the way. But a good innings by Salam Ilahi, 72, very fluent, and his best score in a Test match. Beautifully played by Razak. That's going to be a boundary. Cleverly opened the face there. Now Pakistan are really starting to flow.
That'll be it. Well played, Abdur Razak. Back for the two. The bat raised, the crowd applaud. And we've also got the declaration.
We've got a maiden Test 100 for Abdur Razak too. He started patiently, but he's been really flourishing this morning. It's been a beautifully played innings.
The declaration left England looking for 244 to win in a minimum of 62 overs. By no means impossible, and actually they made a pretty good start. But then wickets fell at regular intervals, and it was Michael Atherton who patiently stayed at the crease yet again to steer England to 125 for 5 at the close, and so it was another draw, although the ending did look just a little nervy.
It was nervous only because we've put so much hard work into this game. I don't think we deserve to lose it. So, you know, I'd have been suicidal tonight if we lost another 5 wickets, but I never thought we were going to. And quite pleased now, very pleased with the way our side have played. We're unbeaten, we haven't lost a Test match for a while, and we're playing some good cricket.
2 tests gone and neither side able to break the deadlock. Most interesting, though, was the way England coped with the Pakistan spinners. So after 2 draws, the England players headed south to the bustling metropolis of Karachi for the decisive Test match. The National Stadium in Karachi was a fortress for Pakistan. No visiting team had ever won there. So the preparation of this pitch was all important, and both teams were searching for the right formula that could win them the series.
Well, that's worth asking. And the nod comes from Steve Buckler and the finger. So a very good early breakthrough for England. Saeed Anwar goes LBW to Gough.
Top shot. Finding the gap between gully and cover. That went like a bullet. Oh, it's gone down. Caddick at third man. It wasn't an easy chance. He made good ground to it. He couldn't hang on to it. Let his Somerset colleague down. He's gone! In the air, Marcus Trescothick has his first Test wicket. Big smiles all round
The change has worked. Good captaincy as well from Hussein. He's thrown the ball to Trescothick because there's a bit of swing. And he's done just what his captain ordered. Picked up the wicket of Imran Nazir. Slashed away. It was on the up. He's looked a bit loose today, Salam Alahi. He played so well in the second test. Big shout. Wow, that was desperately close. It hit Inzamam on the back leg. Perhaps the only thing that might have saved him was an inside edge.
His bat hit something, maybe the ground. Yeah, it hit the ground. He missed that completely. That should have been plumb LBW, I'd say. Well, maybe there was an inside edge after all, but it must have been desperately close.
Bowled in off the inside edge. Caddick has got a wicket. It's taken him a long time since his last one. Salim Alahi, well, he was trying to hit that 2 square. Paid the price.
Shot. He's really laid into that, Inzamam. No need to run for that. He loves it off the back foot. Very hot here in Karachi, 41 degrees centigrade.
Went very quickly. I'm not sure Nasser Hussain let slip, got a hand on it. It's gone to the boundary. Might go down as a half chance. Well, that's beautiful footwork. That wasn't too short from Ashley Giles. Inzamam's used the crease so well, he's rocked back and cut it for 4. Through the offside again, opening the face of the bat. Another boundary to Inzamam, taking a liking to Ashley Giles. A little bit streaky, and it's another boundary.
Ashley Giles just looks a little bit tired today.
And that's his 50. That's going to go for the 3rd boundary in the over from Inzamam ul Haq. None of them have been really bad balls from Giles. Just that big bat, which is raised now, doing the job for him today.
That's well played by Inzamam. That was another one from Giles. Wasn't all that bad a ball. Just flicked away nonchalantly. Not quite timed by Johanna, but it's good enough. Using his feet very well to Giles.
Both these batsmen playing very confidently so far against Ashley Giles. He hasn't found the spin that he did in the first 2 tests.
Quite delicate from Inzamam. Nobody there. That's going to be another boundary. So Giles just wavering in his line a little bit today. He's a little bit annoyed with himself. Just lacks a bit of energy and potency on the ball today, I think.
Well, that's where he's strong. That's going to go all the way to the boundary. And it's also going to bring up a very fine 50 for Yusuf Johanna. He got 100 in Lahore, 78 at Faisalabad. It's been more of a supporting knock today to the more fluent Inzamam, but equally as important for his team.
He really is a rock that Pakistan can build around. That's the scores in this series so far. Pretty consistent, to say the least.
It's got through and down to long off for a single. Not the best shot Inzamam's ever played, but a very significant one. It's brought him up a single, and it's taken him to 1,000 runs in this calendar year. The first man to reach that landmark. Great achievement.
Johanna's in 4th place, 756 runs in the calendar year, so he's not doing badly either.
Big full toss, got the treatment. Yusuf Johanna could pick his spot.
loose stuff from Salisbury. He does pitch 2 or 3 in the right place every over and then gets one wrong. That was the googly from Salisbury, but well read by Johanna. It's a neat little shot. Brings up the 150 partnership between these two. And they're looking very, very difficult to dismiss at the moment.
Down the track, he's got hold of it. And it's gone all the way. The first 6 of the day. Very quick on his feet, Youssef Yohana. Plays the seamers so well through the leg side. Against the spinners. Well, he likes hitting them over their head.
Oh dear, that was asking for the treatment from Trescothick. It was the attempted slower ball, it just didn't come out right, but Inzamam enjoyed it. He's finally got one through. Inzamam goes to 100. And what a sparkly innings it's been. It's only his 3rd 100 on Pakistan soil out of the 12 that he's made in Test cricket. So it's a landmark achievement for him.
He loves batting in Karachi. He averages over 80 with the bat here on this wicket. Found the gap. There it is. 100 to Youssef Yohana, his 2nd in 3 innings against England. Great achievement.
Yeah! What a catch! That's stuck. Ashley Giles, his first ball, has made the breakthrough. Yohana used his feet, tried to hit it down the ground. Ashley Giles just plucked this one out of nowhere. And Ashley Giles is quite often criticised for his fielding, but I can tell you he can catch. Yohana's gone for 117. Pakistan 323 for 4. He's got him. Trescothick, another fine catch by England. Trescothick in the covers, diving low to his left. Craig White has picked up Inzamam. One Centurion follows back the other.
Great anticipation from Marcus Trescothick. And finally, Inzamam prized from the crease. But that really was a glorious innings of 142. Well, that's a neat little shot. I think that was the straight honour from Sack Lane. Look at that run away. That'll give Trescothick a bit of heart. England's first boundary.
We have seen some fielding today. England were excellent, and now Imran Nazir at cover has jumped high to his right, and he's plucked off, well, what was a loose shot from Trescothick.
He showed his colours in the one-day series, Imran Nazir, but he didn't do anything quite as dramatic as that. Slowish pitch. Trescothick didn't get over the top. Unfortunately, he's on his way back for 13.
Excellent shot. Very good batting from Mike Atherton. It's brought up the England 50. And once again, a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Mike Atherton. And that's 4. Finally, the England captain finds the boundary. And this was a stylish shot. He got right down on one knee.
There's a lot of determination there to try and make sure it got to the boundary, and a little bit of admiration at the end as well.
And the gap again. Quick outfield here at the National Stadium in Karachi. The chase from Afridi to no avail. Mike Atherton enjoying batting today. That's going to go all the way. Waqar Younis has mixed it up. He's tried to get that reverse swing, the occasional slower ball. And it's brought up the England 100.
That was a good one. Drew Michael Atherton into the shot. Bowling a very good line, Danish Canaria.
And it's only the odd ball that turns. At last, Hussain manages to get one through. That's going to go all the way. And that's going to make Hussain feel a lot better. That's his best first-class score this year.
Those supporters aren't actually clapping his best first-class score. It's also the 100 partnership. He's got hold of that one. It's gone all the way. Never mind Saki, the call from wicketkeeper Moin Khan. Not his normal accurate self. This one was right in the slot. Hussain down the track, gave it everything. It's gone to slip. Not sure there was any bat involved. Well, he's walking. Hussain's gone. Once again, I think it was a deflection then off the wicketkeeper's gloves. The England captain's out.
And he's absolutely furious to be out after all that long hard work. But yes, he did get a little outside edge off the wicketkeeper's leg and sharply caught by Inzamam. Not one of Hussain's best innings. It was a real dour struggle, but it's one of his most important innings, ending that run drought. England 163 for 2.
Mike Atherton on 99. That could be it. They're running. And Alex Stewart's home. Well played, Mike Atherton. It's his first 100 against Pakistan, his 16th of his career, and it's been typical gritty Atherton stuff.
Well, it has. It certainly hasn't been his most entertaining innings. It's been stoic, determined, dogged, and his 100 came up in the 100th over. Well, that's a great catch. I think that was bat pad. Yes, Steve Buckner confirms that. That's a brilliant piece of work by the silly point. Very, very close in there. He reacted incredibly quickly.
Well, I had to go straight to him as it went quickly. That's in slow motion. He is in close, Yusuf Yohana. Stewart had used his feet as well. That normally takes the close catches out of the game. Good sharp work. Sack Lane's got a wicket. Stewart's gone for 29, 256 for 4. Out. Hick's gone. Good catch by Afridi at square leg. Graham Hick doesn't add to his overnight score. He's out for 12. Big disappointment.
Very good catch by Shahid Afridi at square leg. Graham Hick hangs his head, and well he might, because several times in this series he's got into the teens and connected with pull shots only for them to be caught in the outfield. Just hasn't been able to go on after getting himself in. Another low score from Graham Hick, and England now 278 for 5.
That's found the gap. Just the fingertip on it, but it's gone to the boundary. Sack Lane Mushtaq, the fielder. Nice controlled hook shot from Craig White.
He's played this shot very well all series. You don't bowl short to Craig White, I don't think, on these pitches. Very confident shot.
Well, that's big. Over mid-wicket, all the way from Craig White. He's done that a couple of times to Sack Lane Mushtaq in the series. Once over long off, this time over mid-wicket.
Absolutely the right way to play for Craig White. Fourth right down the order. And it's working very well at the moment. It's just as well he wasn't at mid-wicket for Pakistan as well.
Top catch. Moin Khan. That's gone very quickly. Abdul Razak has struck. He's got Mike Atherton out. A monumental innings comes to a close. England still trailing by 96 on the first innings. What a heroic effort from Mike Atherton.
And equally good from Moin Khan. I suppose there's two things to say about that. One is he managed to cling on to it, and secondly, it was a slightly loose shot by Atherton. The first, really, in that huge, epic innings of 125. It looked for a moment as if it might have brushed his thigh pad, but Gough gets a wicket. Well, that was a bit of a bonus. You can just see the little brush of the glove there as it went through waist high. So Imran Nazir again fails at the top of the order.
There's a man out there. What a catch! Tremendous work. Graham Thorpe, the fielder, out at deep square leg. Anwar's got to go.
It's a really brilliant effort by a man who normally fields 2 or 3 yards from the bat. And now he's taken a catch 75 yards from the bat. Saeed Anwar out for 21.
Shot. 4 runs from the moment it left the bat. Good pace from Caddick. He's run in. Like Gough, he's been hostile, but he's up against Inzamam now. Well struck. Ian Salisbury, the chaser. He might just get there. No, the ball won. Well timed again by Inzamam. The crowd enjoying this little cameo.
The thing to watch for here is how straight his bat was as well. Look at that, just a little push, beautifully timed. The power of the stroke from this man is too much for everyone.
Bowled him! Pegged back the off stump. Inzamam left it. He tried to kick it. Didn't get any of that big frame in the way. It turns sharply. And Ashley Giles has now taken more wickets than any England tourist in Pakistan.
This is how the third test was poised after the 4th day, on a knife edge. Still 3 results a possibility. 1, a Pakistan win, perhaps the least likely. 2, an England win. And 3, the odds-on favourite, the draw.
Oh, big turn from Ashley Giles. That'll give him some heart. Pretty difficult for Alex Stewart to take, though. And it's gone for probably 4 byes.
I think Stewart felt the angle was going to take it down the leg side. Confirmation coming through that it didn't go for 4, but the angle that Ashley Giles bowls from is going to take that ball down the leg side with a bit of drift. Big turn, beat everybody.
Except Darren Gough. Got the attempted Yorker wrong, Darren Gough. That's nicely put away by Sack Lane. They must get rid of him. He's been a real thorn in England's side this series with the bat.
Night watchmen love this. They get the chance to bat up the order with a real batsman.
That's the slower ball from Gough. Yes, he's gone. Steve Buckner gives the nod and then the finger. Cleverly bowled by Gough again, gets Sack Lane with the off break. He did that in the first innings. Once again, perhaps Sack Lane getting a taste of his own medicine.
Beautifully bowled. There's the spin. And there was a little bit of it, hitting Sack Lane on the back leg, no doubt about that. Plumb in front. It's going to hit middle about halfway up. England have the first breakthrough of the day. Sack Lane's gone. Managed only 4. Pakistan 78 for 4.
Tremendous series, Yusuf Yohana, 2 centuries already. And that's a good first delivery, trying to shake him up, Darren Gough. I think he felt that.
Absolutely. Not wearing a chest pad, that would have tickled up the ribs. Darren Gough working some good pace up first thing this morning. Oh, streaky. Just the one slip in place. Up around 90 miles an hour for most of this spell, Darren Gough. That's gone very quickly. It would have taken some catching.
Only 1 slip in place. Perhaps they should have had 2.
Rare short ball from Ashley Giles. Got the treatment. Well, he's been very watchful so far. Giles finally drops one short.
Did turn a little bit from Giles, but it also sat up. Good use of the feet from Salam Ilahi, a little bit like Inzamam, getting right back on his stumps.
We've seen that a lot throughout the series. If you bowl straight at Johanna, he'll whip you through the leg side. This time the ball beating Darren Gough. The lead for Pakistan now 126. That could be another boundary. Second 4 in the over to Yusuf Johanna. Craig White doesn't like it.
No, I'm not surprised he doesn't. I think England have seen too much of Yusuf Johanna in this series. Certainly Darren Gough has. Nicely played by Salam Allahi. Again, well timed. The ball rushing away across the outfield, really after just a little push.
He does try and drive the ball square. That's how he got out in the first innings, actually getting an inside edge and dragging it on from Caddick, looking for the boundary square. That time, managed to get away with it.
Oh, that was close to being straight onto the stumps from Ashley Giles. I think the batsman was back in his ground, though. Pakistan just compiling a useful lead now.
Quicker ball from Giles, had a bit of width on it. Johanna enjoyed it. He's varied his pace well in this spell, Ashley Giles, in fact, throughout the series.
That was the attempted arm ball, I think.
That'll bring up the 50 partnership between this pair. Andy Caddick throwing at the bowler's end, just trying to catch Johanna off guard. It's been a fairly sedate partnership, the 50 coming off 128 balls, but important for Pakistan. He's gone. The little glove down the leg side. Imran Nazir fell off a glove, also caught Alex Stewart off Darren Gough. This time it's his Yorkshire colleague Craig White. Simple catch to Stewart. Johanna's gone.
And that's a big wicket for England, because it's the first time Johanna's failed to make 50 in this series. It's a good bouncer from Craig White, tucked him up a little bit, and just brushed his glove on the way through. Craig White surprises people with his extra pace. That really climbed on Johanna. Stewart was in the right position, and Johanna, for once, has failed.
They're asking, and he's gone. A double breakthrough. Allahi follows Johanna back to the pavilion. England have opened a door.
They certainly have. After one dismissal, so often another one immediately follows on pitches like this. That was a bat pad, and Thorpe at last manages to grab hold of one. He's missed a couple in there, but well bowled Ashley Giles. He's persevered and finally got his reward. 128 for 6 now, Pakistan, just tottering slightly.
He's out. Yes, straight off the face of the bat. We've seen a pad bat catch to Graham Thorpe. Now it's Mike Atherton. He's the squarer of the 2 silly points. Ashley Giles has got another wicket.
Almost squeezed to that sort of short gully. Perhaps Razak should have been a bit further forward there, but it was a nice simple catch to Mike Atherton. And delight for England.
41 balls. Abdur Razak, just for a single, hasn't played his natural game. 139 for 7. Oh, just wide of Graham Hick. Moin Khan gave that everything.
And Graham Hick had just moved to third slip, and that went straight in the gap where he'd just come from.
Nasser Hussain at mid-off. Well bowled, Craig White. That was the slower ball. England have got a real chance now. Just 2 more wickets left to complete the innings, and there's enough time in the day to knock the runs off.
And that's a vital blow. They've managed to winkle out Moin Khan, who can be such an awkward customer. He can get lots of useful runs down the order. That was a clever bit of deception from Craig White. a slower ball. He played too early, and Nasser Hussain, after a couple of attempts, managed to cling on. I bet he's happy about that, getting his opposite number dismissed. And Pakistan now 143 for 8, only a lead of 160. Shot. Well, there's no hanging about for Shahid Afridi, irrespective of the situation. That was a perfectly decent ball from Craig White, flayed away to the boundary.
This is a dangerous time for England if Afridi plays his natural game, scores some quick runs here. He'll bat Pakistan to safety. We saw Abdur Razak be far too sedate.
Now, they're going for a single. Oh, Wacker's run out by more. All sorts of things happen there. The short leg fielder's been hit on the body. Wacker's been run out. Stewart's hit the stumps. The main thing is, it's another wicket to England.
Marcus Trescothick won't mind this. He's taken a blow for his country. He saved 4 initially. That would have gone to the boundary. And they've gone through for a quick single. Great work from Stewart, throwing on the turn. Waqar Younis is well short. Pakistan 9 wickets down.
I think that's good observation there from Stewart as well, just checking that Marcus Trescothick's all right. Waqar Younis isn't all right. He's gone for naught. I think that's probably got Nasser Hussain in a rather nasty position. A little bobble, and we all laugh about it, but it's extremely painful, that. At least he stopped it.
Big appeal, out! I thought he might have got a little bat on it. Steve Bucknor didn't. He's moved across his stumps. Pakistan bowled out for 158. That's a lead of 175.
What a terrific performance from England. Take a long look at this scorecard. England will happily dine out on it for quite a while. After being 71 for 3 going into the final day, Pakistan collapsed to 158 all out. The last 6 wickets falling for just 30 runs. The top scorer, Salim Elahi, with just 37. The England bowling led so well by Ashley Giles and Darren Gough, as it had been so often in the series. 3 wickets apiece for them, yet it was Craig White who picked up the vital 5th wicket of Yusuf Yahana, breaking the only partnership in this innings that threatened to spoil England's day. This the match score, England needing 176 to win from 44 overs, and with time the crucial factor here, the question on everybody's minds, would the light hold?
That's a positive start from Michael Atherton. He wouldn't have played that shot in the first innings. Not all that short from Abdur Razak, and dispatched for 4.
Quite right, it wasn't all that short. Excellent shot. He's in really good touch.
Beautifully played by Marcus Trescothick. That didn't really get up much from Waqar Younis. In fact, it sat up almost.
He gave it everything as well. Come over to my side.
Oh, that's nicely timed from Michael Atherton, and well placed. I think he'll have to give that one up, Abdur Razak. Just the kind of way that Atherton needs to play if England have a chance here.
Well, they're going for him, no doubt about it. Not only are they playing positive shots, but the run in between the wickets is excellent.
That's a class shot from Mike Atherton. No need to run for that. Well placed. A half volley from Waqar as well. And just beautifully timed by Atherton.
Top shot, just a turn of the wrist. It was actually very straight from Razak. Another boundary. Atherton's off to a flyer.
It's a very neat shot. As you say, on the stumps, just a flick of the wrists. He's got to 20. It took him all session in the first innings.
Now this is, well, this was always going to happen, I'm afraid. Moeen Khan, he's been taking his time, moving the fielders around. Atherton and Trescothick have managed to keep patient. Buckner's lost his patience now. That's a warning to Moeen Khan, warning in his watch. I'm watching you, young man. Stop wasting time.
I suppose most teams would have used some kind of delaying tactics in this situation.
Off the edge, but safe. Another boundary, that's flown. Mike Atherton's given this everything. He's really in one-day mode out there. They know it's not going to be easy when the spinners come on. They're going after the quicker men. It's under 4 runs and over. Still 10 wickets in hand. Found the gap. Moeen Khan has gone with a very defensive field. No close catches to Saqlain Mushtaq. And even if you go on the defensive, good batsmen will still find the boundary. Top edge and caught. England lose their first wicket. The defensive field, well, it's worked for Moeen Khan.
Yeah, it's a perky little opening stand that by England. Atherton just trying the paddle sweep, not getting it quite right. But he defied the idea that perhaps Alex Stewart should have opened the batting, because he's given England some early initiative there with that 26.
There's a shout of catch it. Well, there was a man out there. He's only going to catch it if he's on the other side of the rope. It's gone all the way. Canaria's first ball. Trescothick's dispatched him for 6.
Pulled away by Trescothick, and that really should have been fielded. I think Waqar Younis was the guilty party there at mid-on. He sort of belly flopped to the ground, should have made more effort.
It was a beautiful shot, it stayed low. Javed Miandad, the Pakistani coach, all sorts of signals from the dressing room.
Oh, he's got underneath that a little bit. Now there's Inzamam, and he's taken it. Excellent catch by Inzamam ul Haq, moving very well to his right. Difficult in the atmosphere and the sun as well to judge that one. Trescothick trying to hit the ball square and not getting it quite right.
Well, he was hitting against the spin, the top edge. It was good work. He's a big man, Inzamam, but he got round. Pouched it safely. Trescothick's gone for 24, England 51 for 2.
He's got his line wrong there, Canaria. Trying to bowl around Midland leg to Thorpe, but that was asking to be hit.
Moeen Khan's asking the question. And Stewart's gone. I didn't see the finger come up.
I think he walked Stewart. He knew he got a little inside edge there. And that was a simple catch to Moeen Khan. Let's see if he did get the edge. Yeah, it's a little bit unlucky for Alex Stewart, really.
He'll be bitterly disappointed. He's gone for only 5. It was positive putting him up to number 3. Graham Hick, the new man at the crease. That's got through. They're thinking about 2. They'll have to be quick. I'm not sure Moeen had the ball in his hand.
He's certainly pretty annoyed about it. He's giving the fielders all sorts of advice and shouts. It's quite hard to concentrate, actually, when that's happening. And really, he should be concentrating harder on taking the ball himself, I think. Trying to sweep it onto the stumps and failing miserably.
It's going to go all the way.
I'm not sure there was any bat or any leg on it. 4 byes the signal. Moin Khan's having a nightmare, not only with his field placements, also with his keeping. Not sure what's happened. They're running. Well, we've got a direct hit. Thought was well home, but we got bails off at both ends here. This could take a bit of time to sort out.
Just as well we've got TV replays, isn't it? So even the commentators need help to work out what's happened here. Certainly looks like Moen knocked his bail off with his glove at one end, and then Inzamam's throw at the wicket at the other end, but in each case the batsman was home.
Well played, it stayed low. He got a bat on it. They're coming back for 2 again. And in. England hundreds up. They're on course for a famous victory.
That's very good running between the wickets from Graham Thorpe as well. All their fitness training's paying dividends. Shot from Graham Thorpe. That's very well played. He hasn't had many balls out there to play that sort of shot to, and he found the gap expertly. Shahid Afridi's bowled extremely well, but Thorpe really took full advantage of that. The time creeping up now. It'll be dark in about 45 minutes. England need these runs as soon as possible.
And home again. Another great run. Steve Buckner's calling for the third umpire. My gut feel is Graham Thorpe's made his ground. He's backing up so far. The running's been brilliant up to now.
Basically, if the batsmen decide to go, they're going to get in for almost anything, and they have there. 52 to win from 11 overs, but darkness really falling here now in Karachi.
That must be. Yes, thank you, Steve Buckner. You can't bowl out there. He's being so negative, not bowling at the stumps. Could be 2. And is. The running has been brilliant. Moin Khan trying to encourage his team. He's feeling the pressure, though. He's gone on the defensive. England wickets in hand.
Catch it!
Well, that's amazing. I've never seen Graham Hick play the reverse sweep. Great idea against Afridi. He bowls it so fast, any little paddle or reverse is going to go very quickly.
31 to win now for England. 8 overs left, and Waqar Younis brought into the attack. He's taking a long time to get ready, though, and get his field set, and that's an official warning to the Pakistanis from Steve Buckner about time wasting.
Great umpiring. About time.
That's a brilliant shot by Graham Hick. How he picked that ball up in this light. It's half dark. He wouldn't play club cricket in this kind of light quite often, and yet he's seen a short of a length ball and put it away through mid-wicket.
Well, I wish he'd play like this all the time. That isn't that bad a ball, but he's being positive.
Thorpe on the pull as well, doesn't really time it, but Inzamam's way back at mid-wicket, and that gives a single to bring up Graham Thorpe's 50. What an excellent, resourceful innings it's been as well.
And it's batted his side to the brink of victory. They can just keep going, this pair. It's very dark, not difficult for anybody new to come in.
He's bowled him. Hick goes in a valiant attempt to try and hit Waqar Younis over the top. I think that was probably an inside edge, but Hick has played a very good hand there in trying to get England up to this score.
It's been a top knock. Disappointment. There was an inside edge onto the pad. He can count himself unlucky, but 40 of 64 balls against these tactics in this light, top effort.
England captain about to face his first ball. Oh, I think he's dropped it. I think Nasser Hussain got an edge to that. He flung the bat at it, and Moin Khan flung the glove at it. It wouldn't stick.
Definitely a chance. You could say he's saved 4. He's standing very close. Third man's got a long way to go. They're going to get back for 2. Excellent batting to come in this sort of light. And even, well, he got an edge first ball, but he got a good bat on his second.
I bet their hearts are in their mouths in there. It's been a frenetic little period of play since Hussein's been at the wicket.
It's an edge. I couldn't pick it up to start with. I'm not sure Wakar did. It's going all the way. Moen's paid the price for not having a slip in. 6 runs now for victory.
He's also paid the price for bowling his overs slowly, because he's now saying, I think, that nobody can see the ball, least of all him, behind the stumps.
That's through. It's through. All the way to the boundary. None of the fielders moved. They couldn't see the ball. Graham Thorpe doesn't mind.
Certainly doesn't mind. I think it was only him and our cameraman who knew where that shot went. 2 to win for England now, and Pakistan's unbeaten record at Karachi is about to go.
Inside edge. There it is. They're getting back for 2. England have won. What a victory in the dark. Nasser Hussain can't believe it. Look at that. Look at that balcony. Graham Thorpe has played a tremendous knock for his country today.
Delighted England players, and rightly so. This had been a memorable final day's cricket in Karachi. Certainly the highlight of the whole series. Remember, England at the start of the tour were firmly odds against. And there, the evidence of it all. A wonderful knock in the fading light of Karachi from Thorpe. He really has had an outstanding series and successfully saw off Pakistan's big weapon, their spin bowling. Their overs to spare in the end as well. Pakistan's bowling eventually destroyed by some class batting. So the final story, a very pleasing one for English cricket. England's first win in Pakistan since 1961.
Everything we did in the summer was great, but that was a brilliant series. All I said to them this morning was, let's keep the pressure on them. We saw the press this morning and the pressure was on them. The local press were giving them a lot of stick. And I said the only way they'll relieve the pressure is by hitting boundaries. Keep the pressure, no runs, and the wickets will come, and they did. You never know with us, you know, there's been so many things that have gone on in the last year. You can never ever say when England are playing that a game's finished either way. And that's why our boys have had to concentrate again for every day right until the end, because you never know with us which way it'll go. We know we've got a hell of a lot to do before we beat Australia, that is for certain. But we're doing the right things at the moment, and it's been a great year for English cricket, a magnificent year, and we'll worry about the Ashes when they come around next year. The one against the West Indies was a bigger moment because it was at home and the euphoria at home, but I think this was more of a performance to win out here, a better performance.
Essentially, it was a team effort, but Michael Atherton was judged to be man of the match for his first innings, 125. Pakistan were left with just the Man of the Series award. That went to their outstanding batsman, Yusuf Yohana.
A wonderful moment for you. It was your 16th 100 and you were able to win this game for England.
Yeah, we weren't in a great position after the first day, so the way we came back in the match and to win the game was an incredible achievement, I thought.
How difficult was this wicket?
It was a pretty good wicket. There was more pace and bounce than the other two at Faisalabad and Lahore, and that's probably why there was a result in the game at the end.
Well, some thought that you batted just a touch slowly in the first innings and you showed the way in the second. Was it a game plan?
Well, our plan was always to try and get up to Pakistan's total and try and put them under pressure second time, because we know they've got a proud record here and would be a little bit twitchy second time round.
OK, well done, Michael.
Thank you.
So undiluted joy in the England camp, a job well done to complete a memorable year for English cricket. But of course there's always another one to come, and what a year it promises to be. 2 tests against Pakistan at home, and then it's the real test, the Ashes. The England players upset the odds with this historic win in Pakistan. Now bring on the Australians.